G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me Shawoodle, and welcome back to Sons of the Forest. Oh, look who's finally back. Had enough of a dip in the puddle over there and finally joined me back on the dry land. Good to see you, Kelvin, good to have ya, because today is something different. We've just finished the story of Sons of the Forest, gone through everything and finished it off, but instead of leaving in the helicopter this time, I've decided to come back because I've noticed a couple of things that has given me some ideas. So now when I was exploring the caves and going through the submerged tunnels and stuff like that, it became very obvious and very exploitable that the cannibals and enemies in this can't swim. And not only can they not swim, they will willingly jump and walk into the water, then flounder about, then turn upside down like a very underfed goldfish if you can lure them into the wet stuff well enough. And that kind of got me thinking, is there a way that I can build some sort of base here, some sort of house for myself that will just automatically lure the cannibals in, drop them into the water, so I never have to fight any more scouting hordes ever again? And I reckon I can do that. So I was trying to like brainstorm about what I could build that would lure the cannibals into the water without me having to do anything. Like, I don't have to try and fight them or try and save myself and Kelvin's very precious skin and try and just lure the cannibals to their deaths without lifting one of my very lazy fingers. So I was like, do I build it on the banks of a river or the banks of a lake or something, up on top of a cliff and try and get them to slide down into a puddle? I was trying to figure it out, but then by accident the other day, I was walking along with some logs and noticed that during the winter when the lake is frozen, you can actually build on the solid crispy ice on top of the fluids underneath during the winter season. And that kind of got me curious about what I could do with that. I did double check it. If you build during the winter, in the warmer months when the ice thaws, the logs won't go away. Now this might change in future updates, but for what I'm playing at the moment, that's definitely the case. So even though it's ice now, when that thaws, the logs won't fall in. So I can build myself some sort of cannibal death trap out here, lure the lure the cannibals out, and then when it comes springtime again, there'll be a nice little puddle of death just below them. I'm excited about that. So I reckon this little spot just here is perfect to build myself a little something. There's a little bluff around the lake that goes out into deep water just out there. I did consider like building my house on the island out there, then having some sort of bridge death trap back over to here, but I mean, I could do that, but I think I'm just going to experiment this little bit here. It should be fine. Kelvin, oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that, champion. I'm going to need a bunch of logs. This little bit of stone here looks about the right width, about the width of an entire log. So if I go, not like that, hang on a second, grab you, get you lined up this way. That one log there kind of sets the entire orientation for the rest of the build. That's fine. Grab you, whack you underneath, pop you up and down like that. That's going to be the start of my little boardwalk-a-doon. Chuck in some ramps, cannibals come up, trundle over, go to where Kelvin is now, but fall through the ice and start flailing about, much to my own amusement. Now, I could send Kelvin off to go and harvest the entire forest worth of wood, but I'm not really feeling like giving him too many chores for today, given he's still rigging himself out like a sponge from his last adventure. So because I've finished the game, I have enabled console commands, so I can just give myself the materials that I need. I mean, it's still the normal game, I just don't have to go lumberjacking all the time to try and get the materials. Got myself a nice little ramp there, ready to rock and roll. Kelvin is stuck on the rocks again. That's right, Kelvin. Look, a nice easy slant for you to walk up over here. You don't have to go sleep with the fishes anymore. But this is where it all comes down to. So you, and then you, oh, sorry, Kelvin, bolting in the noggin again. That scared me there for a second. I thought something was coming for me out of the brush, but no, we're fine. So that goes like that. You can just pop up like that. Yeah, okay, sure, that works for me. Get you all nice and leveled off. Bonk, cut off the tip, circumcise the log. I'm kind of jealous, actually. Someone's got a log to be circumcised in the first place. So I guess I'm just doomed to have about 8,000 of this tiny, like, soccer ball version of logs. You're so good. Keep on cruising along. How far out do I need to go? Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I might go 5 so I can catch a fish alive. Not catch any cannibals alive, that's for bloody sure. But it's far enough off the shore that if their pathfinding does do something a little bit weird, it's not going to cause you too many issues. Like you down like that. Cut off the tip, snip the tip like it's Robin Hood Men in Tights. Getting into the sacramental wine again. You go over that way, please. Just scattering the remains everywhere. I could probably pretty easily... You're right there, champion. Probably pretty easily make just like a cannibal-proof base, one that the cannibals won't attack at all, just by having like one solitary log through the middle out to somewhere that I can live, because I don't think they want to path over something this precarious. So somehow there's going to be a combination of flat logs and bigger logs that are going to be stable enough that the cannibals think they can walk on it, but then treacherous enough that they'll fall off and die. So there's a nice little balance to be found there somewhere. That's what I'm after. Not just a simple proofing base, but like a death trap base as well. So I've got, I think, all the foundations that I need in already. Not really much to speak of at the moment, but the skeleton of it is there. So if I can get all of this nice and scary, then I can live in a little cube at the end of it over here, or I can just completely fall off the side. That works too. Quickly get up the top and kick all the extras off the side. Nice, nice, nice. Free up some space. All right. I should probably test this before I start building the rest of it, but I mean, the skeleton doesn't matter. It's what I put on top of it I think is going to make the actual key to this. Nah, let's gamble. I'm a gambling man. Let's have a little cheeky punt on it. Let's see if we can get this working. Because this is just going to take so many logs to build, I just built myself a little access ramp to get up to here. This is just going to be my cheeky little accommodation for me and Kel to snuggle up in and... Oh, hang on a second. And stave off the cold of the winter. Put in some floors like that. Hang on, Kel. It's not quite ready yet. I'll be right with you. I'm going to build ourselves a home. So this is going to be my doorway, my access point just in here. So I do need to build something along this little caucus that actually gives me access, and more importantly, one that gives Kelvin access as well. I assume that Kelvin runs on the same kind of pathfinding system that the cannibals do. Has all the same abilities except for their sweet ability to jump 20 meters up into a tree in one single bound. So I need a way to make it accessible for Kelvin. I mean, I lost you in the waters once before, didn't I? I can lose you again. It's fine. If you don't like it, well, there's a whole tree house over there for you. Maybe this might be a bit too risky for you. I'm just going to leave it as this for the moment. So I still have the whole catwalk over there. I do need to get rid of you, actually. You can all come with me. I could probably actually use you. Hang on a second. You guys will stay over there for a second. I'm going to quickly carve myself out a doorway. Just add more logs to the nubbins that are scattered around everywhere. I can use those half slats I made for the catwalk. So what's going to be the go? Like, I've built a lot of like zombie bases and stuff in 7 days, so maybe applying some of the same ideas to this, as that would be a pretty good shout. Can I... Ooh, I can put like a center one along there to make it nice and easy for me to get into. But what about if like... along the rest of this, yeah, like that, if I kind of like zigzag. No, not like that, you pelican. This way, please. Go the other way. Why you, there you go, like that. So go like side to side, like we're very badly dancing to some sort of tune. In, like you, and another one there. Why aren't you snow covered? If that's not snow cover, will it still work for pathing? I'm not sure, but something like that, so left to right, will they try and run along that? Only one way to find out. Put in a cheeky door just along here, thank you, and actually want to carve a little cheeky sight window on either side. Like, if I do get stuck on the bridge, potentially being able to boop them in the snoot from a little bit of range, it wouldn't be the worst idea. Just a little peephole to ruin all the cannibals' lives. But I reckon that might be worth the first test. We'll get some cannibals, we'll see how they go, but who knows, maybe this will work right off the bat. Need to make sure I pull up these little rampy boys. Sorry, Kelvin, no way up for you. You can just hold on to those for me. All right, nice, good. Got a little window that's out of the snow that I can watch things happen with, but more importantly, I can also get myself a free camera and have a little squiz about with that. G'day, bud. Looking dapper as anything in your sweet glinty gold armor. Alright, just over here, please give me a whole bunch of cannibals. Cannibal, that's how you spell that. Let's go like 15 of them. G'day, everybody. How are ya? Let's just go... Wait, what weapon do I have out right now? I've got an axe. That's not really going to work, but that's not really going to work either. Josh, you said this at the start. They can walk on the ice. They can walk on the ice. All right, you're a glove. Go and fix them off so you're not going to break everything. Not your best opening. Damn it. I'm not sure how much it had to do with the ice covering on the dam. Nope. Stop trying to break me bridge. I just built the bloody thing. But a couple of them definitely ran up here and fell through that gap. So, like, there's potential. Maybe not a great result so far, but it's a potential all the same. All right, meant to know, Josh, don't spawn so many bloody cannibals. You can test it with less than this. There's far less cleaner. It's gonna go through and repair all the damage that those larrikins did to my wonderful brand new house. Barely even got the stumps planted in the ice while they've come through and tried to shimmy their way underneath it. You're fine. Yep, come back here, please. Gonna put you back up into there. There you go. Oh! All right, there's still a couple crews around. Yeah, no, that's fine. They're scurrying away. I might finish building this before the winter goes away. After the ice thaws, you can't continue the build. Once the foundations don't actually really exist anymore, you can't really do anything. So I might just whack a couple more up there. Yeah, nah, why not? Try and make this place a home. Look, I could have just built myself some normal little box at the end of my little pier, but where's the fun in that? What's the point in surviving if you're not actually living? So I built myself like a proper, oh, geez, I've locked up my door with all those splinters of wood everywhere. Built myself a proper little hut with a nice slopey roof to keep the snow off the top and all sorts of lovely things. If me and Kel are gonna live out here, we're gonna live in style. I know it may seem daft to spend so much time while I'm trying to figure out how to kill the cannibals so easily, to spend all my time building a nice little house at the end of it, but I can't help myself. I like building too much, and I want to have somewhere nice to shack up into while I watch them all flounder about just outside my front door. If you don't have the nice view, there's no point having a nice house. Look at that. Cal, what do you reckon about this little slice of sausage out in the middle of the winter world? I mean, it's so good I fell off the bloody bridge. Good sign though, the bridge is slippery for me to be slippery for the cannibals. I can't even get inside. I can't even get in bloody inside. There's a plank right in the middle of it. I mean, the worst pirate ever. I suppose the bad pirates do have to walk the plank. Over we go. Inside. I mean, it's not much. Can I plug those windows, actually? If I get myself another couple of logs, grab you and you, can I just, like... Oh, I can. Something went sploosh. I guess I'm like trimming it to size or something. That's fine. I'll be wasteful. Chuck them in that side as well. Oh, look at this. Look at this, Cal. I'm sure this will end fine. I'm living in a very dry wood hut, so let's make a cheeky fire right next to a big puddle of sticks that I'm going to try and call my bed. There we go. Nice and warm. That's where I can rock myself to sleep while everyone dies outside. Chuck down a couple of stones. Keep it going for much longer. The stones are covered in snow, which doesn't make me feel especially confident about all of this, but there's no snow. Oh, there is snow on the inside. Okay. Interesting. I guess I have to wait and see how that all actually goes, but now that I have my little cabin on top of the lake over there, let's change it to summer, thaw out the lake, and... Ooh. Sun is missing there too, and start doing some experiments. Good morning, everyone. It is a brand new season. The lake is nice and thawed. All the remnants of my hard work is still floating around me, but very importantly, you can actually get into the fluid part of the lake, which is good, but look at this. Even though it was built on the ice and there's now absolutely nothing at the base of these pillars, look at that, just shears off of nothing. Physics be damned, I've got myself a lake house. Everything is still standing. If I want to build anything more, I can't do it. I have to wait until winter comes around again, but that's fine. That's why I had to build it all before it all thawed out. Because even though, I can't get up that little rock anymore, even though there's no supports, I can still change the, like the boardwalk part of this. And now, it's much more dangerous to all the cannibals than it was before. Let's get a couple of galahs out here, see how they flap around, and see if we can turn them into a fish. There we go, there's me, got myself a view directly through the window, ready to see what's going to happen with all of my construction out here. But to do that, I'm going to need a couple of cheeky cannibals. Let's just get like 10 of you, I suppose. There's everyone. Shoot the shotgun to get their attention. Well, they all know I'm there and they're looking very inquisitively over at the little peephole that I'm standing in. Oh. Oh, come on. Ooh. So they like... Okay. So they like the first bit of the ramp where it's all nice and solid, but they... Oh. So a few of them are happy to take a cheeky dunk, but so they like walking along that first ramp thing where like the catwalk's all nice and good, but when it starts getting separated and staggered, they're like, yeah, nah, buddy, not gonna do that. One took the plunge, or a couple took the plunge actually, which hasn't gone especially well. Can you all please come over here? Stop trawling about and fighting Kelvin. Oh, poor Kelvin, he's been bunted. Come on, this way. Come and fight someone your own size. Poor Kel's had enough. They want it, they want it. Oh, up they go. Look at that, right. Oh, did you just push your friend off the edge? I think you bloody did, you spoil sport. He's looking very curiously at it, trying to figure out if he can or not. So, it does work. It works. It just doesn't work quite as thoroughly as I might have hoped. Oh. Unless they just do that. So if I increase it, if I put some more planks down so they go out to like a couple more blocks along, will that still work? I reckon it might. I reckon it bloody might. Alright, well I might have to go and do a couple of cheeky bits of murder to clear them all out. Yeah, because look, he's so close. They're smarter than I gave him credit for. Alright, fair enough. Need to build some extras. I wonder if it's something to do with the orientation of the planks. So I'm gonna call that vertical and this horizontal. So they didn't have even a sniff of a look at the vertical plank. So if I change that and go oh shit. All right, turns out I'm just as much of a muppet as the cannibals are. I've fallen for my own trap, but fortunately I know how to doggy paddle my way out of that kind of situation. Can I get that plank back, please? I kind of need it for what I'm after, or I'll just grab myself a freshie, like you. Split you enough. Just like that. Thank you very much. So if I get you going horizontally... No, not that way. Come on, go the way I want you to. Go the way I want you to. These ones were fine to do it. You wanted to do it before. Why won't you do it now? Oh, there we go. So I popped up one of the logs. I can still build that. I think I could put that back down if I wanted to, but that's interesting. Got the result that I needed nonetheless. You go in like that, you go in like that, and I'm gonna need a couple of more. I don't know. I feel like I have a good feeling about this. It's all based on feelings, but if that's all going along to them, and in fact, if that's all built like that, I don't even need these ones. I'll put another one in like that and get rid of you. Wait, no, I can't. Get rid of you first. Just... back over there. I'll pick it back up later. So I take you and then, oops, sorry, take you as well. Then there's really no need for any of it, is there? There's a couple little railways with some lurid planks through the middle of it. I mean, I can walk along here. That's fine. Run on the tightrope. Don't think Kelvin can make it, but that's fine. I don't want to lose him to the lake anyway. I'm so confident of this new kind of build style that I've actually put all of the planks over in front of my door, so I have a nice little landing, a nice little cheeky balk to walk out onto and drink my morning coffees and frothies. All right, I feel confident enough about that. I'm going to quickly duck back in my little house over here, peek out through the window, make sure I have the shotgun to get their attention, and pop out me noggin, get some more cannibals in and see how they like it. Here we go, cannibals are inbound. Shoot the shotgun. Come on, you know where I am. Oh, but you're even less interested now than you were before. One of them having a squiz. Oh, almost took the plunge. All right, fine. He was just walking in circles. He was clearly pretty disinterested, but some of them want to come and have a gander. So it's not a complete bust, but it's not nearly as effective as the first one was. Wonder why that is. Kelvin's on the hop. He's getting chased by a bunch of cannibals. In fact, can I send Kelvin away somewhere? All he's really doing is luring the cannibals away. If I can't get you safe in my house, then... Or maybe... do I just build the whole catwalk, put Kelvin inside, tell him to sit, then remove his access? Yeah, I might have to. Why are you guys dying over there? That's not where I thought you would die. I was expecting you to come over here and fall off my catwalk, but you're just jumping off the rock instead. I'm not really up against the smartest of foes, am I? I'm still struggling. No, they don't like it. They don't like it nearly as much as the last time round. This might be a bust. Look at that. That's about as safe as any catwalk that's ever been. That should be nice and good. Cheeky little bluebird fluttering by like he's going off to see Maid Merrigan taking a bath. Where is Calvin? Calvin, I've lost you again. Oh, I have a map that shows me where he is. G'day, champion. How are you? You all right? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. All right, you follow me. I know you think this is shelter, and yeah, it is, but I got a better one. I got a better one. Come on, this way. This way. Come on, Calvin. What snacks do you like? What Calvin snacks do I give you? Like Scooby snacks, but better. How can I lure you to come along with me? Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. Here you go. Look, it's all nice and stable. You shouldn't have any issues at all. And you don't. Oh, you do. No, Calvin, please. Come on, look. Look, it's nice and lovely out here. So why are you... Oh, easy. Just don't turn around. No, damn it, Calvin. So you don't like to come out here either. I can't, even with a nice solid catwalk, I can't get you out there. You do kind of want to though. Well, how did you end up in the water the first time? How did you walk off the side if you refused to walk off this side? Apparently Calvin has learned at the worst possible time. All right, well, if he doesn't like that, maybe I'm going to say stay hidden so that they don't find him, although that's probably a pretty big ask. Stay hidden, go somewhere else, go hang out in a shrubbery or something. Yep, give me the cheeky nod and a smile and the blinkless, lifeless eyes. Calvin, look. I don't think you're going to be a champion at hide and seek anytime soon. This isn't your best hiding spot. All right, Calvin, listen. Don't ask why, but I need you to stay here and stay hidden a long way away from our house. Stay hidden. Actually, there was just like a flat out stay here button. I might try that one instead because there's not really anywhere to hide anyway. Yep, that's what I thought. That's fine. You please stay here. Just stay here and don't do anything. I'll take the zip lines back up to the house. I just need you out of the way so you're not going to distract the cannibals who are apparently really bloody hungry. All right, so I'm in my little house. I've got my whole pier there that's looking bloody lovely. It's going to sell us a couple of mups to have a little look-see at it. There you go. There's all of them. Shoot the shotgun. They all know where I am. I mean, a few of them went into the bath. That's fine. Wash off all the blood and goo they're covered in. But they still, like Calvin, don't like this. But, look, they're walking further up there than they were before. They're getting just over the edge of the rock face there. Right, very interesting. Oh, yep, no, I was going to say you're definitely going in the water. You were way too enthusiastic. Okay. So some of them stop and prop and that's alright, and the other ones just kind of run away, so at least you don't have to fight them, but you can still like loot their bodies and stuff and get all like their purses that they drop. So if I broke down maybe like halfway through there, maybe like right up to that block, not that block, that pillar right there, that slat, the last one after the rock face, because they all seem pretty happy to run past that one, and if that wasn't there, so look, you'd be dead. You'd be well and truly dead by now. I reckon that one there is the golden one. You'd be dead. You'd be dead. Yeah, that's the one. That's surely the one. All right. All of you need to die. I'll do some renovations and call you back in. So that one's fine. That one's the golden one. And then you need to come with me. Oh, don't fall in, please, Josh. I have nothing really to do with these, so I can just go over there in case I need some more later. Pick up all of them. I was gonna say maybe I could leave a couple just like make it easier for me, but nah, it's fine. Calvin won't come up here anyway. He also won't use zip lines or anything, so no idea how I could even get him even close to getting inside my house. Take the last couple of you. I'll leave you there actually, so it's a nice even number. They won't make that gap anyway. Like, that's the death pit. The rest of it is fine. All right, I feel pretty good about that. Chuck that into the water. Let's get another couple of cannibals and see how they go. Here we go. They're all running up, straight over. 2 dead, 3 survived, and a bunch of onlookers just seeing how it goes. That's a pretty good ratio. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Here comes another couple. I mean, going off the side still works. That's fine with me. Just making a soup of bodies at this point with a gigantic earthen pots. Come on, up you go. Oh, he landed just on the edge of the rock face there. That's fine. Old mate never stood a chance. So of the 10 I spawned, 5 have killed themselves, and the other ones are still just kind of pottering around, not causing any more of an issue. He almost died. He definitely did. I mean, slowly but surely, they're definitely killing themselves. I don't have to fret about a thing. I'm all fine. All I have to do now is be lonely because Calvin left me. A bunch of these guys keep surviving because they do the cheeky hook turn like they're in the CBD of Melbourne and make it back onto the rock again. So I wonder if I built like a cheeky little like retaining wall, like a zombie, it's not a bloody zombie, we play way too much 7 Days to Die in my time. If I built a cannibal retaining wall, when they do that U-banger, they'll hit the wall and get pushed into the water. Because look, there's 3 left over, the rest of them have all fallen in. So it's working relatively well. But I want to know if I can make it better. Here we go, come on in, up you go. Almost made it back to the rock face. He almost made it too. So 9 out of 10 died. 9 out of 10 efficiency is a pretty bloody good efficiency. There's one more larrikin cruising around. Come on, you're the last one. You're the last cheeky gecko cruising around the outback. Get up and get wet. Nope, he found a log to play with and got distracted. Come on, up, up. Oh, he made it back. Damn it, so close. I wonder if putting that last plank in... Oh, he's gone. Yeah, no, he's gone. That is the 10th and final 100% death, and I didn't lift a finger other than shooting a shotgun because I'm impatient and don't want to have to wait for him to find me again. If I put in another plank... potentially. I don't know. Even with all the planks there, they still kind of wanted to stop there. I'm not sure, but it's worth a cheeky tinker just to see what the right combination is. Try and make it as good as we can, because this already is dope. I've got the extra plank in. There's now 3 on the flat rather than just the 2. Another 10 cannibals, and altogether they seem less interested than before. Still stopping on the golden plank. That's fine. I mean, with the first one, with the 2 of them, like 4 of them died in the first 2 seconds. Oh, he got right up onto the lip. He licked the edge of the splinters. All right, finally one of them has died, but nowhere near as good as last time around. No, I think we made it worse. I think just adding that extra plank has made it worse. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They're suddenly completely adept at not falling in the water, except for old mates. So what you kind of need even is like a spit of rock that's even more jagged than this. Like I built this off the kind of bulge in the bluff. But if I could find like a spit of rock that goes further out because I want to walk on the rock and not on the planks, that'd be even more better again. If only I could get him to the island. Like they don't want to walk over the water at all, I get that, but if I can get him to the island, that spit there, that little peninsula of nice stationary and solid rock would be just perfect for it. So when they did do that U-banger, they actually fell into the water. That would be fine. Like that. That's what's killing me and not killing them. Here comes another 3. Nah, he survived. The other 2 turned around. Yeah, no, this is a bust. This is a bust. This didn't work at all. Well, it wouldn't be science or whatever version of that I'm pretending that this is if I didn't test the other way as well, just with a single block up the top. Or maybe even... Ooh, what if we go like this, actually? What if we put a nice juicy gap in there for them so they think they can go further? Because when there was more... when there was more blocks... Damn it. They definitely ran a little bit further, so... I don't know. What's the smallest gap I can do that's gonna like draw the cannibals down through it? I can fall through a 2-far, so probably a 3-far is the right way to go. G'day, champ. Oh, goodbye, champ. So what's the gap I've got now then? I've got, oh, it looks like a 3-far, I think. Hang on, give me you. What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3. That is definitely a 3-far. I'm going to rebuild the pier after it and to see if that little gap there, that little trapdoor, is enough to lure them down. Here they go. Oh, God, that guy jumped straight in. Look at them. Look how eager they all are to get up onto the ledge there. So I spawned 10. 2 have already died. 2 have pissed off. And there's, so what, 6 of them just hanging out just at the lip of the hole. Oh, so that's actually really interesting. In none of the tests, getting so excited, I'm forgetting how to speak, which is not that unusual for me. In none of the tests before have the cannibals like eagerly jumped forward like that. Maybe that's something I can exploit then. Although the problem is still, they don't want to walk out further than the rock. That's the biggest problem I'm having right now. They're too attached to Dwayne Johnson. Here comes another cluster. Come on, come on, come on. Up they go. Oh. 1 made it across. 1 went down and 1 went wide and 2 survived. All right, well, right, okay. I think that's a bad idea then. Someone's real angry about my experiments over here, and probably rightly so. Are there more other cannibals around out in the forest somewhere? I don't really see any. That's so fine though. Come on, give it another go. Give it another go. Up he comes. Across he goes. He'd be dead otherwise. So would he. All right, building more of the platform. Bad idea. Need to get rid of all that again. Gonna give it one more go with just the singular plank on this side. It looks a little bit messed up though. Can I give you a cheeky repair? Just bonk. Get you nice and seated well again. There's one more mop out there. Come on, please. Come over this way and have a little look-see over my brand new construction. Here, I see you. Come on. Come on. Don't just stand there and ogle it. Actually go and give it a test drive. You're the last one left. Come on, buddy. A little bit more enthusiasm if you wouldn't be minding. You can skip all you like. I don't really particularly mind. Up you come. No. Doesn't like it at all. What if I hide? If I hide, will you get more enthusiastic about it? No, the complete opposite. All right, cool. Thank you for that. Spawn in all the cannibals again. Do the normal test just like I have been before. But to be honest with you, oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, that was a lot of them. I was gonna say, this is going about as well as an unshaken chalky milk. It's not quite what you wanted it to be, but then like 4 of them died all in one. Very interesting. Here comes another few. They seem very eager about it. Off he goes. So they're still doing that U-turn, which is annoying me. If I can fix that, be even better again, but no, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Like a 50% kill rate for only a couple of bits of timber, that works for me. If I ever need some purses, there's plenty around, but more importantly, no one's messing up my house. There's more coming. 2 went in, 1 turned around. All right, that's all good. So there's only what? 3 of them left out of the 10. Oh, I accidentally murdered someone. I reckon that's the best combo. Not only are they all dying, but they're dying faster than they did when I had the golden plank in. So maybe that first one is the golden plank. So, oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. So, like, you see how the edge of that plank is still behind the edge of the rock? So they're going to keep on running, thinking that they can stop another 30 centimeters in front of them. But they can't, and they go off the edge, the momentum carries them, and they go in for a drink. I reckon that's actually the best one. I reckon that's worked out really bloody well. Come on, bud. Can you go drown with your friends as well, please? You're the last one left. Prove my theory. Go and have a little tipple. Here he goes. Here he goes. Up and in. I reckon that's an absolute astoundingly good success. It's not much, and obviously like the house at the end doesn't really matter. You can build a massive castle out there or a shoebox, doesn't really matter. The important thing seems to be to have a nice little landing, a ramp up and a landing that sits just behind the rock face. If there's any rock behind, they'll like stop short of where the drop off is. But if you have that wooden level just behind the rock level, just a little bit set back, they seem to more than happily charge directly off the edge. Let's get some extra cannibals out there to see how they go. Let's get like 30 of them. A whole bunch. A whole swath of them. I shot a couple, but that's okay. Up they go. And in they go. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. If they do a U-turn, they'll drop in immediately afterwards. That is fantastic. That's so good. I mean, I'm sure they'll patch out the whole, like, ice building thing at some point. Old mate's riding along. Congratulations. I'm going to call you Arlene. Don't ask why. Oh, Arlene got wet. That's a first for everything, I suppose. But, yeah, I'm sure they'll patch out the whole ice building still floating when it's water thing. But that's fine, because for the moment, who needs to worry when you can give them all a bath? But with that, guys, I reckon that's a pretty good place to leave it. An actual rather successful build, I'm being honest. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I'm really stoked with that. I'm really stoked with how that's worked out. If the, I don't even know, like the floating raft of cannibal bodies underneath that drop isn't evidence enough that that's worked out pretty well. I don't know what would be, but that's gone very well. I know I enjoyed building. I like problem solving. I like trying to figure out how the game thinks, and more importantly, how I can exploit it for my own nefarious games. But I'm gonna have to leave this episode here and come back and maybe build some more stuff in the forest in another episode, because this episode, I love that. I love watching them all tipple off the edge like that, is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked, make sure to like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.